What's up guys, DJ Sterling here, back with another video, and today is May the 4th be with you. In my last video I announced that I was doing a new computer build. Productivity, workhorse, workstation kind of computer with a bunch of high-end components. And so in this video I'm just going to kind of unveil each of the parts. Very excited to do this video, and if you're on my Facebook or my Instagram, you've probably already seen the majority of these parts. This is the AMD 3970X Threadripper. This is currently the world's fastest 32-core processor. It's a beast. Here's the box. Pretty cool. Everything is great quality. You can see the processor inside. It looks huge to me, but maybe that's the normal size of a processor. I don't know. I haven't really looked at one in a couple of years. There's some information on the box about the socket. It's the STRX4 AMD socket, so that's cool. Yeah, so that's the processor. Next is the RAM. Normally when I unbox things, I throw them into frame to make it exciting, but I paid a lot of money for these things, so I'm not gonna throw them. This is the RAM kit, 64 gigs. This is the Corsair Dominator Platinum RGB. It's got these funky little lights on the top, and I guess this is like vented on the side, so you see them through the side as well. Yeah, 64 gigs. It's the DDR4 3600 megahertz speed. This is the low latency kit. I think it's like 16 versus the other, which is like 18. So you should see slightly better performance from the tighter timing. There was like $100-something difference between the same density kits with the latency being 16 versus 18. So for this build I went ahead and got the faster one. So yeah, there's some information there. Cool. Yeah, 64 gigabytes. So on the motherboard I have, which I'll show you next, it can physically hold 8 DIMMs, and this is 4 DIMMs, so you get it says 4 16 gigabyte little sticks, the DIMMs, to stick into the motherboard. And the motherboard is like quad channel, so I think this is like kind of the sweet spot for performance. The speed, that number of sticks for the RAM, and I think the board can go much higher, maybe 128 or 256 or something stupid. But for what I'm doing, which is mostly video processing, I think 64 gigs is plenty. So that's what I got. Whoosh. Big box, hard to fit in frame here. So this is the motherboard. It's the Republic of Gamers Strix TRX 40 e-gaming motherboard. It's got built-in Wi-Fi. It supports this new Threadripper processor, which is great. It's got 3 of the M2 SSD slots, which it's really cool because they get like tucked away under heat shields. For at least 1 or 2 of them. Maybe one stands up vertically, I don't remember, but I'm only going to use 2 of those. Yeah, so here's the back of it. Once again, pretty big box. Yeah, it's got all the latest and greatest stuff. If you go to the ASUS website and look at the ROG motherboard section, you can pull up all these stats. It's got, you know, IO shield and built-in heat sinks, and everything's fast, and you know, just the way you want it for sort of a gaming machine. This isn't the best, even though the word gaming is in the title. I don't think this is a good motherboard for gaming. There are much better motherboards you could buy for gaming for this amount of money. I think this was, I don't remember how much this cost, but there are way better motherboards. So, you know, you can go to one of those websites that help you piece parts together and decide compatibility and put in your budget and your purpose, and you can find something better than this for gaming. So for me, for productivity, this was a great choice. All right, this is the part nobody cares about, the power supply. 850 watt, Dark Power Pro 11. It's quiet and it's black. That's why I bought it. 850 watts should be plenty. I think I added the power usage for my requirements for my hardware, and it was like under 650 watts. So a little bit of leeway if I need to add some components. 850 should be great. Or if I overclock something, which I'm not, 850 is still good. So, and it's okay to get a power supply bigger than what you need, because you're only going to draw what you need. So if my system requires 650 to run, it's only going to pull 650 watts of that available 850. So this is actually like a perfect size for what I want to do. The box is still sealed, but it is kind of ripped here on the side a little bit, and that's okay. And then here's some crap on the back, don't care. Very modular with the cables, that's great. I think you can literally unplug cables you don't need, and yeah, it's quiet. So those are the perks. That's what I'm looking for. Dark, quiet, usable, looks good. You know, as far as cable management, clean, supporting good airflow, healthy habits, all that good stuff. Not building up crazy dust. So yeah, power supply, boom. Boom. I'll throw that because nobody cares about this. This is just a pack of tools. Hair all over it. It's just a pack of tools. Costs like $10 on Amazon every day. Comes with pry tools, ruler, another opening tool there. These are pry tools on the right. There's a box of, you know, various attachments for like a screwdriver, your Phillips, flat, all the weird shapes, the star, down to like the itty bitty ones for like a Mac computer. I hate Macs, but you know, everything attaches to this tool. There's an extension. Maybe I'll open this so there's less glare. That's better. So sorry about that glare, but yeah, just a bunch of different tips that attach to this screwdriver right here. Actually, done this, so just take something out, stick it in there, boom, it's magnetic, it's nice, you twist it, it's got good grips here. I don't think that does anything, but it feels nice to put my thumb there. So yeah, it's nice. I like it. This will help me with, you know, tight spaces, hopefully. I just wanted to make sure I had all the tools I needed. I need to buy all new tools actually, because my tool bag is a mess and things are half broken, especially Allen keys. I have the worst luck with those. They like aren't hard enough ever, so I keep like, you know, destroying the tips. I don't know what these are. These look like more pry tools, and these are like stabby things. I don't know what these are. Oh, okay, so if you drop something, you can pick it up. Some like needle nose. Oh, so cool, little sharp stuff. Stab people with. So that's cool. Probably same with this, I assume. Yep. So ESD bracelet. Ground yourself to some metal or your computer case itself, and don't shock your motherboard and your processor and your graphics card and all the sensitive bits. So that's nice. Just wanted to show that off. Really cool, nifty toolkit. Everything you need in there for like $10. So awesome. Next, this is a good one. This is the graphics card that I talked about earlier. It's the 2080 Ti, the RTX version. Yeah, so this is, I didn't know much about cards, like there's a million different 2080 Ti's, and it looks like each vendor kind of can do their own thing with it as far as like, oh, we'll add a display port or an HDMI out, or we'll add a USB Type-C for VR support, or this specific one has some extra add-ons, some extra, software included to do some crazy stuff. It does do the VR stuff, and it's also overclocked. It lights up, and it's got, the cooling is optimized with the heat sinks and the fans. So, they have like the Founders Edition, I think is maybe the stock card. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I just did research for like 2 minutes, and I was like, all right, this one looks cool and it's fast. So this is the one I chose. Again, same theme as like the motherboard, the ASUS Republic of Gamers. I think that's ASUS, yeah. So ROG, here's the back, where it talks about some of these unique features that it includes. So the different output, the cooling, looks like some overclocking software that it comes with, and crazy technology. This is the best video card out right now. Next is the solid state hard drive. It's 1 terabyte. I've got 2 of them there. This is the Samsung. I went with this brand because my dad told me to. He said these are really good. So it's the Samsung N70 Pro. It's the NVMe M.2. Clips right onto the motherboard under the heat shields, and yeah, these are pretty quick. I don't remember the exact specs, but the density is great. 2 terabytes. Yeah, it's really fast. So so we've got 2 of these. Should look great. I hope I have no trouble getting it installed and getting my operating system to run off of these. A couple of other things I have, but I'm not going to show, is like the monitor. I'm going to use the existing monitor I had, which is a 32-inch LG. So I had a 32-inch LG monitor. I'm just going to keep using it. It's great. It's 4K. Has all the latest and greatest bells and whistles and features. There's no reason for me to replace the monitor. Also, I have some hard drives that are just traditional 3.5-inch regular platter drives. I think most of them are Western Digital, and each of those are probably 2 or 4 terabytes each. So hopefully I can get a couple of those in the case. And then last but not least, also the case. I'm using the Fractal design, same company. They made this cooler. It's the Define S2 case, and I'm just not going to put that in the shop because it's huge, and I don't want to put it up on this table. But if you go to the Fractal design website and look for the Define S2, it's really cool. I got the gunship gray, and I got the one with the plexiglass window on one side. And yeah, it's a mid-tower, holds a ATX form factor motherboard, so nothing too crazy about it. You'll be able to see all the lights and fans spinning, and everything will look cool from inside the case. And this should snap in perfectly because it's the same manufacturer, which is how I found this. And so this cooler, like I said, is Fractal design. It's supposed to be really quiet. I actually researched some of the specs, and the performance was good. This actually comes with, the processor comes with a special bracket, so this can mount to it. This is the pump, and on the bottom is the copper cold plate, and so this bracket has to mount to the other side of the processor from the motherboard side. So this is the Celsius S36. I think there's another one called the Kelvin, and I don't think that's sold in the United States. But anyway, I don't know if this one has lights or not. I don't really care. What I do care about is the performance. So this gets bolted onto the processor. This is the radiator, and it can go on the back. No, either the front of the case or the top of the case. I think I've seen in videos that you get better performance in the front of the case, but I don't want the airflow to be that way. I'm actually going to mount this to the top. I just think it looks better, and it shouldn't really matter too much, like performance-wise. I'm not really gaming or anything, or doing anything too crazy all the time where I need this 100%. So pretty cool stuff. So I hope it doesn't leak. It's got a 5-year warranty on it, so we'll see how it goes. All right, that's my video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you. Oh, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this for this build. I'm going to do some unboxings next, and then I will start the build, and then after that I will do, you know, a couple of benchmark tests, and then some videos later down the line just to see how good of a build this was for my workflow. Hopefully rendering video and editing stuff is really fast, and I'll have tons of storage, and hopefully no problems, no driver issues, no overheating, no blue screens, stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching.